Hello and welcome to Shaded Reality. I'm Marie and I'm here with my little baby cute as a button sister, Anne. How are you?
I'm wonderful. It's early. It snowed here.
Yeah, it
snow
did. A
there?
surprising
Like,
snow. Like I had no clue.
had no idea. I don't look at
Yeah.
the weather anymore because it's just winter and I hate it. And yeah, and then I was up until like 1 o'clock in the morning taking notes and watching the show.
Oh no.
And then I actually got up and I don't know where my makeup bag is. I must have left it at work. So yeah, you get to see this fresh face of nothing
Whatever you
today.
look perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Perfection. So, I don't know if there's any, like, there's so much happening in reality TV, but also, like, nothing crazy. Traders, you don't watch that, right?
No, what is that?
So,
That
it
is like a reality show?
yeah, it's on its third or fourth season. I can't remember. But it is, oh, what was that? What's that game? Have you ever heard of the game, like, Imposter or, I don't know. I believe it's based off of like a basic computer game that people played, but essentially it's all like housewives, people from Big Brother, people from Survivor, like people from a whole bunch of reality shows. They all go to a castle in Scotland and it's like dramatic and like they try to make it like creepy and whatever, but they play games to make money. And then in the very beginning, Alan, the host, he secretly assigns traders. And the entire point of the game is you need to find out who the traders are.
Oh, I see.
And the traders every night murder someone. So they secretly like murder people. And it's, I don't know. I like it
I don't
because
know
it's
if I'd be
housewives.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. But they're all on Peacock, so you could watch them. But the reason I'm so into it mostly is when I first moved here without the girls, when they were finishing out the school year, we would watch it together on the TV when we would talk.
Oh.
So like it was
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like our thing. So they're very into it. And like the host has a Scottish accent, so he says murder and traitors, and they love to do all of that stuff. But
I
it's
just
a
actually
cute
for the
show.
like I've heard you talk about it, and then on my social the other day, someone was talking about it, but I've never actually like came across it on TV. Nothing. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just not in my.
The only problem I have, not problem, but like the annoying part is like I don't watch Big Brother or like I haven't watched Survivor since I don't even know the early
See,
2000s.
we're Survivor fans. Not so.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch it. That is like Harlow is and Skylar are super into it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I watch it also, but there are times that like if I work really late, they'll start watching it, and I kind of like just catch up throughout. But
So
I'm
you
not,
guys
like,
would probably know a lot of those people then too.
Oh.
Because I don't even know who those characters are.
Yeah.
And like people like get real excited and they're like, oh my God, Rob is on from Survivor. And I'm like, I don't know who those people are, you
Yeah.
know, Boston Rob and like
Yeah.
all this stuff. So yeah, I'm like, I have no clue. But you get to know their personalities once it starts. Tom Sandoval was on last season and that guy is a weirdo. He is so weird. Oh my
Really?
gosh. Yes. He is odd. He was comically odd. Like, I don't know. He was interesting. But yeah, it's good. So that's the only thing I can think of. Beverly Hills is really boring this season. What else? I'm liking the Valley Persian style. Like it feels like it just like picked up right where it left off. They all just seem to grow up a little bit, but Golnessa has not. Like she's exactly the same, just older. What else is new? I don't know.
I've
Nothing
never
crazy is
watched that
going
one.
on out there. You haven't watched it?
I've never ever watched that one.
Oh, okay. I thought you watched Shaw's of Sunset before.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I thought you
Yeah,
said
it's just that.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing they did with Vanderpump Rules, where now they have the Valley.
Oh, and they're older.
Yes.
What is it called?
MJ.
Persian style.
Yeah, the Valley Persian style. So the only three that are the same are MJ, Gigi, and Reza. And then they
How old's Reza? I thought he was
I don't know. He looks good though. He lost weight and then he got veneers that looks like they don't fit his mouth. Like they are chompers. Like it's something.
I have been looking to that because I'm getting the braces or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I doing the right thing by like getting braces? Should I, veneers are way out of my price range. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I think that's the look. I feel like I'm going to be disappointed after the braces. You know what I mean? Like, my teeth will be straight, but I think when I see everyone and they have these like perfect white teeth, that's what I'm hoping to get, and that's not what it's going to be. But I feel like if I got the veneers, it would be because my teeth are so big and chunky that I would hate them anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think you need to if you get veneers, you need to spend money because I've seen so many bad veneer jobs on people that it's like.
Yeah, like chiclet teeth.
What do you do once they're on there? Like, you're stuck with them, you know?
Yeah, yep.
No way. No. All right, we should get into it because I really don't have much else to do to talk about. So season 1, episode 5, the D word. I don't even remember what that refers to. Maybe we'll figure it out as we go along. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Is it? No, because I feel like that was more my episode.
Oh, divorce.
It's divorce. I thought it was douchebag. Because they use that a lot on my episode. But okay, yeah, divorce.
I was just finishing up your episode, which, I mean, I've obviously seen it before, but I went into, refresh, and I forgot about his whole hair loss thing. I was like, oh, God. Yeah. So we start with Jax and Brittany, Jax and Brittany's house. So Janet is coming over to her house, and then they're going to be driving Brittany's car to Malibu because they're going to be staying at some big house that the current Miss USA was staying in, but she had to leave early to go do another gig or something. So she, I don't know, got a hold of Nia and was like, hey, this house is going to be empty. Do you, want to come over with your friends or something? Then we go through all of the couples here. So Jesse and Michelle, packing scenes, throwing away. Oh, kids' artwork. I wanted to talk about that. Do you ever struggle with throwing away kids' artwork? Or have your kids ever caught you throwing away their stuff?
Yes. It's awful. I will keep it for so long and hang it up, and then I'm just like, okay, throw it in the trash. Both of my girls. I will never forget. It was actually one of Harlow's friends. I went in and helped out at the school or whatever, and she came up to me, and it was this little sassy girl, so cute. And she's like, I heard you throw away Harlow's artwork. That is so rude. And I was like, what? Whoa. Harlow will dig that shit out of the trash. So I now, I have a box downstairs that I put it in. And I mean, there's certain things that I do keep.
Yeah.
You can't keep everything.
No.
Every little piece of artwork, come on. No. But I do have a folder now because Harlow does love to, draw. So that is her, little folder, and we keep all of her artwork in there. But as far as, school stuff, especially through kindergarten through 3rd grade.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean? It's just a lot of stuff.
Yes. They come home with so much stuff. So I bought these shadow boxes that have a clear front on them that look like a picture frame, but it's a box and then you open it. The cover is magnetic. And so I kept those on our fireplace mantle, and I did them for every school year. So if there was something they really wanted to keep or I thought was really cute, it got displayed in that, and then until the next item came home. So it would stay in front so that it was actually displayed behind like the picture frame, and then it just gets like moved to the back, and then I just stack those, and like they'll have one for every school year. When like whatever, I'll put them in a box when you move out, like this is all your stuff. But this will be a missing year. This will be because I didn't do it this year with moving and everything. Like I don't even have somewhere to display one. Like everything this year. Like I literally just like clean out their backpacks and it goes in the trash can. Like I don't have any place. Like I just don't have the capacity to like weed through, keep stuff certain places. Like the only thing I kept was their report cards this year, and that just went into their like last year's folder because I found that box and I just like threw it in there. But yeah, and when Jesse's like do we have to keep this?
I know,
like,
no, and he's like,
don't
toss it. I was like, no, I know, but I feel like it's definitely different from with Jersey. Like she was at the same school from kindergarten through 5th grade, and she got a lot of stuff every year. I feel like since Harlow has switched, like they do like kindergarten through 2nd at one school, and then they move to another school third through 5th. She doesn't have as much artwork for whatever reason. I don't know, but she does not bring home near stuff as much as what Jersey did when she was little.
There's also a huge difference in the way that they teach. So she probably does a lot more stuff, activities on a computer that they used to hand out a worksheet or do like an art project to teach. Yeah. You know, like when Jersey went to school. I bet it's a lot different.
I'm sure.
Let's see. Kristen and Luke. I said boobs look good. Maybe he said that to her. I don't know. Sometimes when I take too vague notes and I have no idea what I was talking about, I either thought Kristen's boobs look good or Luke thought Kristen's boobs look good. We'll never know. They're hoping that the massage night turns into them having a baby. I hate that they're putting like so much onto this. Like I couldn't imagine when I was trying to have a baby it being like recorded and then me being disappointed, and like because I bet she feels double the pressure because now she's having producers ask her, so are you can you test yet? Like I can't imagine, because when I was trying to have a baby, that was like fully just between me and my husband. I was like the only one who had to pressure myself, you know. Jax is blowing, like, so it looked like his backyard wasn't even real grass. Did you notice that? Which maybe they don't in the valley.
I think it is real grass.
So yeah, it looked like fake grass, and he's like blowing leaves and like debris off of it with his leaf blower. He says he does that several times a day, 7 days a week. Like he has OCD about certain things that it has to be like fully cleaned off. Like,
yeah.
That would be really
like
annoying.
He says that, but did you see how messy it was? Like it wasn't like awful, but I mean like if you do that 7 times a day, like he was picking up a lot of stuff. I felt like it would have been more organized.
Yeah. Maybe it's really windy in the valley. Like I know I've been in California, in San Diego, which is south of Los Angeles, but they get the Santa Ana winds and stuff, and it is windy. So I would imagine like overnight, like it might just be like debris from other people's yards or like trees and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it was his first blow of the day, so it was a little worse than normal. I don't know.
I do love their little setup though, like their backyard with the pool and the house. Like I love that.
Jax, of course, has to make an asshole comment about Brittany drinking because he knows she's going to a girls' night, so he knows she's drinking. Now, do I think that Brittany has a problem with drinking? Probably. I mean, she kind of has since Vanderpump Rules. Like, they talked about how much she would always have, she was nauseous, or like her stomach was bad, or, you know, like, I think she's always kind of drank to excess when she does. It's like one of those people who like
can't just have a couple shots. Yeah,
right.
No, I think the same thing. It's just like she doesn't know when to stop. Like when she's drinking, she's all in.
yeah, tonight's my night to drink, so I am drinking to get drunk. And then you feel like crap, yeah. And then she says something about like, packing and like, oh, I need my tequila. And he's like, oh, God forbid you forget your tequila. They're talking about the house they're going to stay at. They're saying it would rent for $25,000 a month. That doesn't even make sense to me.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, who can just throw that money away? Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
And we find out the reason we find. Oh, go ahead.
That's what Ariana and Hudson were paying for a space in the city.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
You know what I mean? And that was a small little apartment. Like that. This is an actual home.
That's true. Yeah. On like a beach and everything. Yeah, with like outdoor space. Yeah.
Like a beautiful home.
I couldn't imagine. Could you even imagine what we would have to live in if we like tried to live in New York City? Like, it would be scary. Like,
it would be super scary. Yeah.
Granted, I guess we'd make more money for what we do in the city too, but jeez. So the reason we find this out is because Janet, which I thought was so funny, I've done this, says she looks up everyone's Zillows and knows like what they paid for taxes and what they paid for their houses. And like, I have done that. Like when I have met people or gone to their houses, I've like looked it up when I've thought about it.
I know I have friends that are like this. I don't. That is just not something that like I think about doing at all. Even like when, I don't know, like I have a friend that she just knows everything. Like she knows all the information on like that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, where did you find that out? And she's like, it's on the internet. It's, you know, like, and I'm like, yeah, I would never. Like, I don't know. That stuff just doesn't like register in my brain to do.
It's only like a house that really stands out. Like I wouldn't just go over to like a random friend's like normal everyday house and be like, oh, I'm interested to know. It's like a house that I'm like, what did they pay for this? Because you see exactly what they closed when they bought it, which is just,
you know, it's funny because like my friend probably and this is so sad on my part, it really is. She probably knows how much I paid for our house, like my current house, than like what I do. Like I have a roundabout like idea what we paid for it, but I don't really know.
You signed the paperwork.
I did sign the paperwork.
Oh my gosh.
That's just stuff that I just don't like. And again, I sound so awful, but I don't pay our mortgage. Yeah. My husband does. So it's not something that I don't know.
See, I am
that sounds really bad.
I'm like Dad. Like, I have to do everything.
I used to be that. No, that used to be our marriage. I was the one who was in charge of everything. Our accounts were together. And this is, you know, we were young. We were 22 years old. We bought our first house. I was the one responsible of paying every single bill. And it got to the point where I started getting so stressed. And that was a time that like we weren't making a lot of money. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was stressful on me. It wasn't just like, oh, it's just coming out of my account. You know what I mean? Like how you can set up that it just automatically comes out. No, I had to sit down and make sure we had enough money to pay this bill. And if we didn't have that, oh, we're going to be a little late for this. And like, it just got to a point where I was like, I can't do this. You need to take so much care of so much, and I'll take care of so much. And then like when I started doing my own thing, and then like Skylar had his own thing, we kind of like separated. Like we always have like one account, but then we each have our own separate accounts, and we don't even use that account anymore. Like I would like take money out of his and put it into mine, or I would use my whatever. Like we don't even use our joint account anymore. Like he has his stuff he pays for, I have my stuff I pay for, and it's just, it works out that way now. I never thought we would live like that. Like I remember when you said to me you and Justin had your own accounts, and I was like,
oh yeah, we had we didn't even have the same bank. Like, we had fully separate accounts, and we just had different responsibilities. So when he made more money, when we first, like, started living together, he was making more money, he paid a larger percentage of bills. And then as we moved on and like I got better jobs and got promoted, I started making more money. I kind of started paying a larger percentage of bills. And then we have now the same bank, but we still have our own separate accounts, but we can just see both of ours, everything or whatever. And that was when he quit his job, when he was watching the girls when they were babies. And so we kind of had to, because there was no point in having like fully separate stuff at that point, because money was all coming from the same place. But that was the first time we ever even came, and that was what I had my first daughter in 2017, and we had been together since 2001, so like you know, like a long time before we even remotely got close to like connecting our finances.
I guess I just always saw, you know, like mom and dad and like Skylar's parents, and they always, you know what I mean, that was just the thing, like you had one account and everything just went into that one account, and I just thought that was the way to do it. So when I remember hearing you, I was just like, that's weird. Like, why wouldn't you have your stuff together? And now here I am. You know what I mean? Like, and not that like our money is our money. You know what I mean? Like combined together. But like, he just has things that he takes care of. I have things I take care of. And it just, it works out that way.
Yeah. I just can't, because I never in my life want someone to be like, why'd you spend money on that? Why'd you buy that? It's none of your damn business. Are all of our bills paid? Are like, it just creates like tension that I don't want. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing it. No, I'm not even going to say that.
Wait, what do you mean? Like that he would care if you made a purchase? Or
yeah, like if we had our money fully together, the way that both of myself and my husband, it would be like, well, that might have been my money. Why did you just buy all of those, shoes for the kids? Or why did you do that? Or why did you do this? Like, it just creates like this questioning back and forth as to like, was this necessary? That I don't even care to have, because it just annoys me. Yeah. No, I'll buy whatever I want. Like, I look at money differently than he does. And, like, we figured this stuff out a long time ago. And I like to use my money. Like, I have a savings. Like, I have investments. Like, I'm good to go for my retirement. I'm not worried about that, you know? So, I'm not just going to, like, hoard money.
Right.
And he would rather do that. He would rather see his bank account be like tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands and just sit there and be like, oh, look at all my money. I'm not going to do that. Like, I like the fact that, like, I know we're different like this. Like, if my kids are like, oh, we're out doing this, can we get something at the gift shop? I'm like, okay. Like, I don't care about that stuff. And it makes them like happy or whatever, and it's just like, it doesn't bother me now. Like now, if I'm like, no, we're like saving right now, like I usually warn them ahead of time, like that's not happening today, kind of thing. But in general, like just buying something, I don't know, I find it fun, I enjoy it, you know, like I don't know, it's just not a big deal to me.
See, I don't know, I'm like mixed. Like I go on these things of like YOLO, you know what I mean? Like you only live once, and I'm buying this, and I want to take this trip, or I want to do that. And then other times I'm just like, we can't spend any money. But it, like like Skylar is the opposite. You know what I mean? He has never in the 20 some years that we've been together, like if I'm like, oh, I really want to get this, but get it. Like he is like my hype man that way, which sometimes I wish, like, when it comes to certain things, you know what I mean? Now, if it's like something like this large like vacation or something, then he's like, well, like if we do that, then we can't, you know, do this X, Y, and Z kind of thing. But like as far as like making a like a purchase like online or whatever, he's always like, yeah, just get it. Like I don't know. And I'm always the one who overthinks everything. Like, oh, do I really need it? I don't know. Like I talked for months and months about getting an espresso machine. He's like, get it. I'm like, I can't. Which then Jersey did buy me one for Christmas. But you know what I mean? Like, that's how I am. And he's like the opposite. He's like, just get it if you want it.
Yeah.
don't
Well, that's
know.
how my husband is. He drives me nuts. We like, oh, we really need a new air fryer. So I'm like, dude, okay, air fryer bought. And he's like, we have to research them. We have to see what's the best. We have like, it's an air fryer. Like, I don't really care.
Oh my gosh. That's Skylar though, like be the one who just gets on and orders it, but he does do like a little bit of research. Like we're getting so off topic here, but like
I know.
I could not find this vacuum that I wanted. Like our vacuum, long story short, Jersey used it and like sucked up like gross stuff out in the dog kennel room, whatever. Like dog food and stuff, and it just like made it smell, whatever. So anyway, we needed to get another vacuum. I went through almost 3 vacuums, could not find one. Skylar gets on, does all this research, like a little bit, and finds the perfect vacuum. But
you'll have to tell me what it is, because I need a new
Shark. It's the Shark. It's the cordless, but it like when you hook it up, like then you press a button and it like what's the word? It like self
cleans.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, my brain. It self cleans and like then you just like dump like I have not even really like looked at it, but like I feel like when he makes a purchase like that, like my carpet shampooer, amazing. Like he does the research and gets like the best one. Me, I'm like trying to find a good one but inexpensive.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I
always
hate
like
spending the money.
Ooh. Like I think I just believe the algorithms which mess with me. And they're like, this one's the best. And I'm like, okay, that's the best. But then, honestly, it's just on some crazy Amazon deal. So they literally pointed me in that direction. And I'm just an idiot.
Well, we got this Dyson that I heard such great things about.
Oh, yeah. Dysons are usually so good.
Hated it. It was the like charge the battery operated one. It felt like it was so light. We were lifting it off the ground to vacuum.
Oh, yeah.
I hated it. Like it was, I will never ever. We used to have a Dyson years ago, the Dyson Animal or something. Loved it.
Yep, but I had that one.
Awful. I will not, like I love my Shark. All right, back to it. The valley.
All right, back to topic. So Jesse's arriving at Jax's with Isabel to swim, and then Jason shows up, Luke and some random guy, other guys, I have no clue. But they all brought like a lot of beer and stuff, and I'm like, we're dads watching 2 to 4-year-olds swim. Like, it made me very anxious. I'm like, I hope there's actually like nannies in the background that we're not seeing, because I don't think you should be drinking and watching children like swim.
I'm sure there was.
Yeah.
Because it seems like Jax and Brittany have a nanny. Like
Yes, we definitely see her later. I feel like we haven't seen her yet, but she definitely comes because they'll be like, here, can you take him so we can talk or whatever. Let's see. In the car, Janet and Brittany are talking about like how much of a hypocrite Jax is. Because he always talks about her drinking, but then he goes out, and comes home drunk. And she just doesn't care, but anytime she does it, he makes like a big deal out of it. And then Janet says it was confessional or like interview, she is a little surprised by how lit Brittany can get. But then she goes, but she is married to Jax. And I'm like, she's your friend. Like, was that comment really necessary? They all get to the house. I was surprised Kristen showed up. Weren't they just in a huge fight with Kristen, like episode before?
Yeah, but this is Nia's thing, and Nia was
the closest with her.
Yeah, so she invited, I think, just everyone.
Yeah. And then Michelle, a little bitch, in the interview says, ugh, Kristen, please don't have a kid. We don't need any more of you around. I was like,
I was shocked by that.
That's a little bitchy.
Okay, Michelle. Where'd that come from?
They have like little art kits out, and they're like painting about what their intentions are going to be for, I guess, the trip or the future or something. Kristen's for the day is peace, and she claims to be empathetic. And all the girls are like, So we see a bunch of clips of Kristen over the years, and she's just like, go fuck yourself. I hate you. Like, just screaming at people and everything. And she says she's an empath, and I hate when people say they're empaths. Like, have you ever heard people say that? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so sensitive. Like, I'm an empath. I feel everybody's emotions. And I'm like,
no.
that is such a far and few between. And like, if everybody who says they're an empath was like, we would be a better world. But it's just not true. Like, I think a lot of people who say they're empaths are just selfish, and they're just like annoyed they're not the center of attention, and they think that means they're feeling other people's feelings. Nia is like talking about her intentions, and this is when she kind of like breaks down. She's 2 months postpartum, and she says she's just so sad. And I just wanted to cry for her. Like, I understand. She was like describing what it's like to like have a baby and like how she felt, and like, you know, like it was just so real. Like I remember that feeling after having a baby. Yeah, it sucks. Jesse's grilling, and Jax is throwing kids around in the pool. We find out Danny didn't show up because their air conditioner broke in their little apartment. And I'm like, wouldn't it have been better for you to bring your 3 little kids over to Jax's house instead of sitting in a hot apartment?
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Why wouldn't you packed up those kids and went and hung out with Jax by the pool?
At least then you would have had a day.
Yeah,
in air conditioning. Like, he has a kid, so like he has all the things to like, you know, bring little kids over and stuff. Like, I don't know, it seemed like a weird thing. Jesse notices that when Isabella's with him, she's great, but when Michelle's around, she's a kamikaze. And I'm like, yeah, it is so much harder sometimes for moms. Like, I get that all the time. Like, my kids can go anywhere with my husband, and like, they don't say a word. They're like, fine. And they're with me, and they're like just running all over and like, mom, 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 mom. Like, it's just so different. It just takes so much more energy, I feel like, sometimes to be a mom than it does to be a dad. We see Michelle and Brittany like talking alone, and she says she's more unhappy than she's happy. This is Michelle. She said she's essentially felt like this since Isabella was born. She feels alone. She says that he's trying, but like she's holding back. Like, she doesn't even care anymore, I don't think. Like, I don't think there would be anything that Jesse could do. He could like completely flip, and like she has already gotten the ick. She is done with Jesse. Done. Like, there's no going back. And it sounds like during COVID, he was like great because they were stuck at home together, and like she had all this attention and felt like, oh my God, we have this amazing relationship. But literally, as soon as the rules were lifted, Jesse left and essentially never came back, she says, you know? So I think she's like home every night by herself while he's out schmoozing and doing his thing in Hollywood. And like, he's acting like he's still in his 20s instead of having a family at home. We find out from Jesse that like a year ago, Michelle had applied for an apartment to like live on her own. And he found out because he like got a phone call or something. And he said he begged her for a second chance. So I guess she stuck around. And she's probably just been like, how do I actually get out of this for an entire year?
Yeah.
Like, which sucks. And she says she's back to where she was a year ago. She says he's an amazing father, but them together just doesn't work. And then Jesse, on the other hand, is saying that Michelle would love him if he had an 8-pack. And I'm like, literally, your looks have nothing to do with anything. Like, you are so stupid. Like, you will never fix this if that's what you actually think. And then Jax starts going on about Michelle claiming that she doesn't care about famous people, but she hangs out at the Chateau Marmont all the time. and she was hanging out with a famous director and texting him, and I don't know, he was trying to start shit, but Jesse's not stupid, and he's like, oh no, I encourage it, you know, like we have a business together, and like her flirting is what gets us like male clients essentially. Like he's not gonna like let Jax get under his skin about stuff like that, you know. And then in an interview we see Luke and he randomly says he knows a secret that would ruin everything for Jesse and Michelle. And then like they're trying to put it together with a conversation that they're having with Jesse and Jax in the pool. So they're trying to insinuate or like tell a story here that Michelle's cheating. And I'm like, this is so shitty. Then the girls are going to play this game. So they're writing 5 different truths or dares. And I guess they're playing like with Jenga. So when you pull out a certain color or a block, like you do a dare or a truth. I hate those types of games. Like I have zero interest in truth or dare, or a lot of like housewives games where they like ask questions. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not into that stuff. That stuff annoys me. Like I'll play, I don't know, Monopoly or something, but I'm not going to play like show me your latest text and what. I don't know. They always play these terrible games, and I'm like, why would you even play? You know it's just going to turn into a fight.
Well, that's the point of the game.
Yeah. So they ask Brittany, I think it was one of her most embarrassing things. She tells this crazy story how she's on a boat with Jax's family in Florida, and they're in like these clear waters with stingrays all around, and she has to shit. I would have held that shit in to save, like, there is no way I could have went in clear water with a family on a boat and my husband feet from me and taken a shit that's going to float in the water. Like, it just wouldn't have happened. My body wouldn't have let that happen. It just wouldn't have been a thing that was possible.
I know. That was awful.
Cannot imagine.
My tummy hurt. And I was like, I don't care how bad my tummy hurt. That would have never, ever, ever happened.
My tummy would have hurt all day long. Like, I am not someone, like, I have heard people that are like, oh my God, I just had diarrhea and I had to go. Like, my body, I can hold a shit in for anything. Like, it is a superpower. Like, I will not be shitting somewhere I don't want to shit. Like, it's not happening. And then we find out Michelle won't even poop in the same space as Jesse. Like, if they're on vacation, she goes to, like, the lobby hotel bathroom to take a shit. I'm like, you'd rather shit in public than in your own private room?
Yeah. I'm not that bad, but Skylar and I do not shit in front of each other.
No, I don't stand. Ew, I wouldn't want to be in the same room as my husband. But like, I'm well aware he shits and he's aware I do. Like...
Right. But, like, you know how somebody will even just, like, walk in? No.
Yeah.
Like, when that door is closed,
yeah.
that is... No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Now, my kids walk in on me if I don't lock the door. And they don't care. They'll sit there and tell me whatever, and they could care less that I'm taking shit. I'm like, just leave me alone. Like, I want to just be alone for 5 seconds.
I swear sometimes Harlow will, like, seek me out, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, can I not have 10 minutes to myself? 5 minutes. Like, it's 5 minutes.
We find out that Brittany and Jax haven't had sex for at least a month and a half, and which... that doesn't surprise me with them. A month and a half is a long time though. Like, I can't imagine.
A very long time.
I don't think, unless like forcibly separated, like we were literally in 2 different locations. Like, I've never gone that long. Sometimes we used to travel for work, so like it just happened. But if we were like together, like that would never. I can't imagine.
It wouldn't go a week in our house without there being some kind of like...
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've gone a week, but then it would be like, oh, what's wrong? What's going on? Why are you mad at me? Or I don't know. It would be like a thing. 'Cause, 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 See, we find out Jax like puts her down. She says she's always in his corner and like sticks up for him, but she gets none of that in return. And he like we hear it with her drinking, so I'm sure he does it with other stuff, like just little comments here
little
and there,
jabs,
you know?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. At this point, Nia gets a text about the air conditioning situation and has to leave early, and I'm like, what is she gonna do? Is she an air conditioner repairman? Like, why doesn't he bring the kids to Malibu? I don't know. I feel like Danny is like the worst problem solver in the world. They literally had multiple houses he could have went to. I don't know. Get a freaking hotel room for the night. Like,
Right.
Figure something out. You're a grown adult. Your wife is in Malibu, which is nowhere near where you live, from my understanding of California. Like, it takes a minute to get out there. What is she going to do? She now just has to come home to a hot house? Like, why, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I didn't understand that either. And she held her shit together. Like, this is the thing about Nia. I love her, but she's too okay. Like, she's too,
Yeah.
like, there has to be something. Like, I would have been like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I mean? Like, this is my night to go out, and you want me to come home? Not saying
Yeah.
that I wouldn't have went home, but I would have been like to my girlfriends, like, oh my God, like, I can't believe this. Like, this
Yes.
frustrates me. She never, ever. And I mean, that's a
No.
good thing. No, you don't want to throw your husband
I
under the
guess.
bust, but also,
Yeah.
like, I don't
Sometimes
know.
you
I
just need the
think
bitch to
that's-
bitch.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need
And
to mean anything, you know? It just needs to say
I need
something.
to go home to Daniel and the kids. The air condition. It's like, okay, so now you have to go home and be hot too? Like,
Yeah.
what?
No, she had to go solve the problem.
Yeah.
You know, like, because he was incapable of leaving the house. And I don't know. It just seems so stupid.
Yeah.
Then we see these ridiculous clips from the night before. It's a lot of like drunken dancing. And I'm like, I have never hung out with my girlfriends and we like danced. Like, I don't know. It seemed like it was for the cameras. Kristen has some big old titties. Did you see her in that outfit? She was like bringing her boobs out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
where did those things come from? Because she used
I know,
to be
because she was
flat-chested.
always so tiny. Like,
Yeah.
small framed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always. And now she has,
I was like,
big
did
old
she?
boobs.
Yeah, did she grow those with like her body kind of changing, or did she get implants? Because
I don't
she
know,
used to
because
be
they're
flat chested.
They're very, like,
Yeah, they look natural. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just seemed enormous to just like come out of nowhere and grow like in your 30s, because she didn't have
Yeah.
those in her 20s. I don't know.
Yeah.
Brittany's very hungover. Like, everyone else is like making breakfast. They all look fresh faced, honestly. And then Brittany's like laying in bed, like, ugh, like dying. And then she runs off barfing. And I'm like, yeah, that is not okay. You do not need to act like that. Like, you should have learned by the time you're in your 30s, late 30s, like, what you can tolerate and like how to drink. Like, space them
Right.
out. Make sure you're hydrating. Like, take a Tylenol before bed. I don't know. Like, there are so many things you could do. You should like kind of, especially if you drink as much as she does, like, figure it out.
I know. I'm wondering how many shots of tequila this woman's taking.
I don't know. Gross. So we're at Danny and Nia's condo. We see the air conditioning person leave, and Nia's mom is there. So I'm like, was Nia's mom there last night too? Because if she was there in the morning, because she
Oh,
hands the babies
yes.
off, I'm like, you're annoying, Danny. I feel like he just doesn't want her to ever have fun. Like,
Yeah.
he makes little comments enough that I'm like, you don't want her to ever, you know, like, go have fun.
Yeah.
Then they're on like the couch in their interview, and they're talking about how, because I think they brought up like Brittany and Jax not having sex for a while, and we find out they're a little kinky in the bedroom. They were saying like when their oldest was conceived, there was handcuffs involved, a rose, I think she said, and maybe ice cubes, and I'm like, that seems like a lot of work. Like, I don't
Right.
need props and ice cubes and like, I mean, it's fine to like get out like a fun little toy here and there, but like I think some people overdo the production value.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
The rose is what got me.
What did they do with the rose?
I don't know, but I was just like, yeah, that was a little excessive.
I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like a whole lot of work. Like, why? Then Nia starts crying on the couch while she's feeding one of the babies. We see the baby is only 8 weeks old, and she's talking about her depression, and they say she has high functioning depression. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I have high functioning anxiety. Like, I understand what that feels like. I go to work every day and do my thing, but it doesn't mean that. I actually am pretty good right now, but I have had in the past some high functioning anxiety. Brittany and Jax, like, I think it was Brittany. Oh, they're getting ready for bed or something, and Jax was brushing his teeth, and we find out he has a whole mouthful of veneers. Because he's like, do I even need to brush these? Like, does it matter? You know, like, they're not real. But I would think you still need to for your gums. Like, your gums are still real. And, like, plaques can build up along your gums, which is the problem. So, yeah.
And they could still stain, I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't know how they are with stained. I don't know. Because I don't really know the material that they're made out of or whatever. Let's see. So they are just talking about how sick Brittany was in the morning, and apparently she threw up in a bag in the car on the way back. Ugh, because Jack said there was a bag of throw up in the driveway, and Jack says he's worried about how she drinks, and then he asks how deep into their sex life she got, like when they were all talking, and she says, you know, she had said how long it's been. And he's like, well, there's been a lot going on. And she's saying, like, what she needs. And he's like, well, I do that. I compliment you all the time. And I'm like, I highly doubt that. Like, I cannot imagine you. I don't know. Like, I can't even see him saying something nice about her. Mm-hmm. Like, he always just needs to nitpick.
Yeah, he always has something, I feel like, negative to say.
Yeah.
Like, the complete opposite.
Yeah. I feel like if he actually did, the like production would have like put it like something up to like show that he has said something nice about, and they don't have anything as far as we know. He says like he's stressed out, and when you're down up here pointing to his head, it's hard to get up down there pointing to his dick. So I don't know. Now he's claiming ED, erectile dysfunction, to get out of having sex with his wife. Like, he's just such an idiot. He just always has something, you know?
Yeah.
And then they say the D word doesn't exist in this family. That's not happening. And I'm like, we'll see.
Yeah.
Then we go to Jesse and Michelle discussing work. He says Jax like asked about therapy. They two like aren't having sex as often, and she related with Brittany. She said, you know, she really opened up. She says, like, it's clear she isn't happy. And he's like, we're spending all this money and time on therapy. Do you even want it to work out? And she's like, I'm not even committed to say that I want it to work. And I'm like, that's your answer. And then Jesse kind of cries. You can
see she's like checked out. Like, she's
100%.
Just, I feel like, getting through this season. Mm-hmm. And then she's like, I guarantee you in her head, she's like, after this season, we record this, like, I'm done. Like,
she probably has all of her plans. Like, she's figuring out where she's going to live, how it's going to work. Yeah. That's all she's doing right now, is just, like, making her plans to get out, essentially.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the end. I feel like I went through that one fast. We're actually, even with our long rants.
Conversations. I know. Mine is kind of this, like, sometimes I catch myself, like, writing a lot, and then other things, it's just, like, a little word for here or there to, like, try and, like, spark my brain, and, like, oh, so who knows how my recording's going to be. It could be, like, real bad.
So normally you'll see every odd numbered episode is usually like an hour and a couple minutes, and then every even numbered episode is like 50 to 55 minutes. Like yours are always just a tiny bit shorter for some reason. I don't know why. But
probably because it's our
like
second recording and we're just like, all right, let's get this done.
Yeah. I know. We could record on 2 different days. It's just trying to find the time. It's just
Finding
easier
the
to find
day
one
to
chunk
record,
of time.
right. It's so hard. Like the weeks have been just crazy. So
yeah. So thanks for listening. You can find us at Shaded Reality Pod on everything. We are on Instagram and Twitter. Not Twitter. Actually, I think I do have an X account, but I never go on there. What's it called? TikTok. Oh my God, I could not think of TikTok. We have a shadedrealitypod@gmail.com for our email. We are on any podcast format, application, platform, whatever you want to call it, that you want to listen to. So Spotify and Apple are our biggest ones. Those probably help us get like up the charts or numbers the best, but you can listen anywhere. Facebook, did I say that too? We have a Facebook page and Facebook group, so you can join us there. You can chat with us there. We don't have that many people that are on it, so anything and everything you say, I will respond immediately because there's not a whole lot going on yet. Yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, we are on YouTube also. I had set up a Patreon, but it's kind of just set up. Like, you can listen to our free stuff there, but it's just a lot of work to, like, put stuff on the regular platforms, put stuff on Patreon, put stuff on YouTube. So like I've kind of if we get members on something, like I'll work those platforms, but for right now we're like just on the main things. Yeah, I think that's everything. I think I covered all the things. Hope everyone has an awesome Tuesday, and we'll see you again on Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.